More issues for Suzuki. Hey everybody, Walty Wanders, welcome to the channel. If you're new, I want to thank you for coming. If you're returning, I want to thank you for your continued support. Before we get into today's bar banging topic, I'm going to politely ask you to give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment below. I would love to hear from you. Please watch to the end for my final thought. Hit the bell icon so you're notified when new moto videos are released. It's very important to stay close to the channel in these crazy moto times. All right, folks, welcome to the channel. Always an honor and a privilege to be with you. I hope you're all doing great. Buckle up and strap in. I got a hard-hitting pull-no punches, no sugar-coating it, no rainbows or sunshine. I'm just going to give it to you straight. Friends, we got a good one to unpackage today. Suzuki in potentially some massive problem. Are you seeing what's going on here? Not good. Heart goes out to Heart Raft. Massive get-off. Broken back, spinal injury, laid up in the hospital, jacked. I mean, super jacked, potentially career-ending injury. So Heartwrath, and you guys jump over to his Insta, give him a like, a follow, a word of encouragement. There's even a Road to Recovery support page where you can help this dude out. He took a gnarler. Here's the challenge. Twisted Tea, you're already light, or Suzuki, I don't even want to put this on Twisted Tea because there's nothing wrong with Hep or Twisted Tea. Those guys are great. It's the brand. Suzuki has got this dark cloud now all over it. It started the day that Roger DeCoster didn't get a 2-year deal. After he delivered a championship with Dungey, they wouldn't give him a 2-year deal. He wanted a 2-year deal. They said, nope, we'll only give you a 1-year deal. KTM's like, we're happy to give you a 2-year deal, Raj, and Raj killed it for them. So it started back then, but the realities are this, friends. Suzuki had, I think, if I had to guess, they wanted Ken Roczen to come ride that bike. They were working hard to make that deal. They were saying that this could be it. This is our path back in. But they were so far apart, in my opinion. And if Ken rides that bike now, he's a complete lunatic, in my opinion. Like, I would just not ride that bike. Do you have to see another rider? I mean, this is a dangerous sport. I get it. No matter what brand you're on, we've had riders, have similar injuries. But here's the challenge, I think, currently for Suzuki, is the rider said, Heartwrath, Brandon, that the bike malfunctioned unexpectedly through a rhythm or an obstacle or some section of jump. And he went down hard. Like, it's gnarly. If you look at the x-ray, his spinal cord, he's lucky that he's not paralyzed. And he's still in a fight for his life in the hospital. He's not getting out anytime soon. And so their 450 rider over there, which was probably there outside of maybe the long shot they got Ken over there somehow, which would not be lined up right next to the rest of the riders. He'd be on Kenny Island. It was the only really rider that they had a hope of being able to put a bike in the main event, which would be hard. Like, he barely got that thing into every main, much less good finishes. So they're in massive trouble. So when you get a rider now hurt that bad and then claims, reports that it was the bike malfunction, that's not bad. But here's the kicker on this one. Then Carson Mumford over at Barrick Suzuki on the Lights program. He has the same issue. His bike apparently malfunctions and he breaks his wrist. Extremely bad. It looks like a dog's leg. I mean, it's all jacked up. Jump over to Carson Mumford's Insta. Give him some support. These guys need it right now. They're down in the dumps, like, because you put all this prep in, long time testing at the track, all anticipating for A1. And unfortunately, we're probably going to hear more stories of other riders not making it to the gate. We always have off-season crashes. Some report somebody got hurt testing and is going to be out for whatever period of time. So this is not a good situation for Suzuki by any stretch. My opinion is Ken Roczen might have done them a disservice by leaking footage of him and his number on that bike, because if that deal didn't work out, it's just back to being the black sheep of the pits. And I mean, you'd have been better off, I think, never even flirting with that. And the realities are now is you just lost your top Lights prospect and your top 450 prospect on the bike. They got a really, before this even happened, few years ago when they started to fall apart, there were reports that they might have to pull their motocross and supercross program, that they were no longer able to afford it or fund it. And the bike's lacking development. It's behind all the other bikes. They're clearly doing whatever they can to try to create some R&D to get these bikes to run better, but now they're malfunctioning as potentially a result as they search for some performance out of the bike. You always run the risk of the bike getting fussy and not happy with the whatever work you're doing to it. And it claimed their only ride. I mean, it's really, to speak of, that's their only riders outside of maybe a couple privateers they've been able to pit out of their truck or a pop-up with. I mean, these are pretty much their biggest stars that they had to throw at this season to try to remain on life support. They are on complete life support, and this really, in my opinion, is going to be a tough one for them to rebound on. Now, in final thoughts, I come to you as a friend, as a content creator, as an industry guy. Somebody wants to see you not only win on the track, off the track. We reported that this season would be historic. We're going to see some stories develop this season, like they're going to be shocking, really shocking. We're going to have, I believe, some serious stuff to cover. We're going to have a lot of cool stuff to cover, but there's going to be a lot of stuff to cover where people are going to shy away from reporting on it. It's not our job. We have to blow the lid off the industry. Listen, the way I came up, it wasn't like sugarcoating it and being corporate, just the corporate guy. It was being controversial, blowing the lid off stuff, calling it like we see it. Let's have fun. This is a fun, dangerous sport. Let's not sugarcoat this thing. Let's call it like we see it. And what I see right now, Suzuki, you have a massive uphill battle. I hope you help your fallen riders. They need it right now. If you appreciate the content, I want to humbly ask you to give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment below. I would love to hear from you. Social media link in the description of this video if you'd like to contact me there, and to contact. Enjoyed this video, I know you're going to love the next video that's going to be coming into your screen, and there's an easy subscribe icon for your convenience. As always, thank you for your time. Don't go over the bars today. I will see you on the next video.